Valderrama, Topher Grace, Danny Masterson, and Ashton Kutcher.
Tonight's award show was happening in Usher. We'd probably be introducing someone like Fleetwood Mac or the Doobie Brothers.
Or maybe even Casey and the Sunshine Band. But tonight we're in the 90s. And that means we're going to hear from one of the sexiest performers in the world today.
Yes, Danny. He's Billboard's R&B of the Year. And one of the finalists for Artist of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Usher.
Like show to see, they not you roll with me. Let me try to get control of me now. You
when you get your SAT scores back, call me. All right, here we go. We got a very prestigious award coming up. The Century Award is presented to an artist for distinguished creative achievement for the excellence of an artist's still unfolding body of work. To present this year's honoree, please welcome two-time Grammy Award-winning artist. She's a honey. She was a guest star on Sunday News once. Shawn Colvin.
Hi.
When I was 15 years old, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was 15 years old, I was next door babysitting, and a friend of mine, Jane, came over, and she was waving something around. And it wasn't a cigarette, and it wasn't a beer or anything like that. It was a single, a 45, you know, a vinyl thing. You remember those. And she said to me, "You've got to hear this. It's the end of the world." And the song was Fire and Rain by James Taylor. And it was the end of the world, sort of, for me, in that way, where time stops and another time begins. It felt like me as a musician. And it's simple. James Taylor was and still is everything that I would like to be as an artist. In his songs, there's a wealth of empathy and intelligence and grace and danger. And it runs very deep and it rings very true. And he's always been a musical companion to be counted on. I think that's a rarity. He came out of the chute fully formed, you know, a real artist. And when you hear James, there's no doubt as to who you're hearing. And when you hear James, you need to surrender because he's going to get to you. So anyway, here's how good my story turns out. You know, I'm 15, I fall in love with James Taylor. And I learn everything I can from his records, and I watch him kick ass for over 25 years, and I finally get to meet him and get to know him a little bit, and he's a dear, dear, kind man, and I've followed him around like a puppy since then. And he slayed me back then, and I saw him last week do a show, and he's even better now, I swear. So I want to say thank you, James. Thanks for sticking around. I sat off stage with my new baby and sang along to Fire and Rain. I felt really moved, and I felt very lucky, and I felt another time begin.
Natural and instinctive talents in the history of American popular music, James Taylor has become an indelible voice in our cultural wilderness.
Never slow down, never grow old, never ever die.
The sound of his pure, lonesome singing runs like a river through our inner struggles and everyday doubts, calming our demons and calling out to our conscience. For nearly 30 years, his music has virtually defined the modern spirit of the singer-songwriter, and there is nobody who consistently pierces the soul with the simple clarity and elegant candor of James Taylor.
But don't let me be lonely tonight.
From the very beginning, Taylor has been an artist searching for a way to express his personal truth.
Although I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
His early open-hearted hits about dark themes were bittersweet, but coming during a time of mounting cynicism in America, the music was a candid sound meant to strengthen the spirit.
Got a friend.
During the past 20 years, the beautifully crafted albums James has made reflect the finely honed work of an artist at his peak.
Old and Canberra spoke.
And just last year, he earned a pair of Grammy Awards for Hourglass, a record that may be the best of his career.
Behind me.
Tonight, we honor James not only for his songs that touch us so deeply, the more than a dozen gold and platinum records he's earned, and a greatest hits album that has sold over 11 million copies worldwide, but also for his strong commitment to civil rights and social activism.
My great fear is that sooner or later an atomic weapon will fall into the hands of someone desperate enough to use it.
Oh, when I saw your grouchy face, it makes me want to smile because I like you.
As anyone who has ever heard his music can testify, the heart has no hiding place from a James Taylor song. That is perhaps the most important reason to give James Taylor Billboard's highest honor for distinguished creative achievement, the 1998 Century Award.
Yes, and rockabye, the sweet baby Jane.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Taylor.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Shawnee. Thanks so much. And she
It's a great thing. I want to thank my family. Hi, Mom. Want to thank my audience, particularly for all these years. Yeah. I want to thank my old manager, Peter Asher, and my brand new manager, my pal, Gary Borman. Gee, I look back down over it a little bit, and there's so many people. Yeah, right there, like that. Yeah. I want to thank my old pal Cooch, Danny Korchmar, who got me started in this business, and who's promised that he'll let me know when it's time to leave.
Will return from the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino with Cher, performances by Hole, Semisonic. To you.
If it's money to be got, then you know we getting it. I don't know what shit you want, I just know we winning. I don't know what shit you want, I just know we winning. If it's money to be got, then you know we getting it. I don't know what shit you want, I just know we winning. I don't know what shit you want, I just know we winning. But if it's money to be got, then you know we getting it. Y'all might as well give it up, y'all can't fuck with me. Slide through any nigga hood and I'm bumping me. Came with an old school banger, call it Battle Cat. Nigga got me fucked up, think I battle rap.